Welcome everybody, it's Tellum, and in this video we are going to be breaking down the Infinite Warfare world premiere trailer. And it is very interesting, I will say that, and people will have different opinions for what they think about it. Of course, I don't think I'll have a set opinion until the mode's actually out and I actually play it, so we'll wait for that, and I won't really be sharing my thoughts really in this one. It's just meant to be a breakdown, but unfortunately in this video I won't be playing you guys the trailer because of copyright reasons, so I'll have a link to it down in the description if you guys haven't watched it. But if you guys have already, let's get right into it. So the first thing we see in this trailer, we see an overlook of the whole map, and this overlook is just pretty much the whole map. And I'll actually share you guys this image that actually Mr. Dalek got, but as you guys can see the whole layout of the map. I'm not exactly happy that they gave out the whole layout already, and we're like barely in August. We still have like what, a couple months to go till November. I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but either way we see this arcade area, and as you guys can look on the carpet, this is the same carpet that was used in the teaser that we got for Comic-Con, I believe. I'm not too sure. This place seems very small, and the roof is, well, I'm not used to such a short roof inside zombies, like small areas every now and then, but this just looks too small. The roof is kind of short, and there's a bunch of things in the area. I'm not too sure if this is going to be a good place to be in the first place. Of course, there's multiple places like that, even Treyarch zombies, so it could just be one of those areas that you don't visit that often. Then we get our first look at a zombie, and it looks super similar to the Exo zombie style. Not as dark as the Treyarch zombies, more of a brighter color. The eyes are much brighter than Treyarch zombies. The good thing is they're not actually using Exos, so I don't want to confuse you guys with saying they look like them because they have Exos. They do not have Exos. Nobody has Exo suits or thrust suits or anything like this, the characters we play as or the zombies. So just want to clear that up, but I just want to say they actually look like it. The skin looks like the Exo zombies and the eye color, so that might bring some bad salt, I guess, if you would say that. I'm not too sure, but either way we see our characters kind of opening a door. Of course we'll get into our characters when they introduce them, and I'll be in a little bit, and we can see we're going to have another door system that was kind of obvious. But either way we see one of our characters holding an axe. And what is really weird, in this next couple frames we actually see a portal looking thing behind them. I'm not too sure if this is going to be a teleporter type of deal thing, and I'll explain why when we see some stuff later down inside this breakdown. But either way we see some Ghostbusters like looking gun phasing thing. It's kind of looks like that. I'm not too sure exactly what it is. Well, we'll find out later. This is actually the boss zombie shooting this. Is not actually a wonder weapon or anything like that, or from what I could tell. But if we look very closely while they're killing these zombies, we can see a power-up, and to me it looks like an insta-kill power-up, so that's pretty cool. We're getting power-ups, and we know this is pretty similar to Treyarch zombies, but I like seeing these things confirmed inside these trailers. It looks like we'll have this ride trap. I'm pretty sure they're going to run a point system, so this trap right here you guys can see killing zombies will be based on points, I guess. That's kind of obvious, and you can see it's killing zombies. Now we see our first look at our mystery box thing, and inside this game I believe it's called a magic wheel, and it looks okay. You can see the little light above it, so it'll be easy to locate just like the mystery box, so I like that. You have to know where the mystery box is at all times. I'm probably going to call it mystery box, but it's called magic wheel. But we're actually going to come back to this because we get a better view of it sometime later on. But we also see our character actually riding the ride and shooting some targets. Now these targets could be for like a challenge type of deal thing, like in Zetsubo and Gorod, Krovi, maybe something like that, or it could be just something for a free power-up, or just some small challenge or something like that, what you get at the end of the ride. But what's very interesting is that there's zombies actually chasing you, and I'm not too sure if they're going to be a big nuisance or exactly how this is going to work. But actually, after seeing that we have a transportation thing like with the trains, or not trains, excuse me, the rides, and maybe a possible teleporter, then I'm not too sure. This map, this sounds pretty large if you need all those, so I'm not too sure. We'll see when we get it though. But one thing I wanted to point out, this gun that he's using, I can't really tell what it is. I don't really know the Infinite Warfare guns, if they have even been released, but as you guys can see, it has a camel on it. It has this alien head looking thing on it, so I'm not too sure about that. But either way, we see our new monkey bomb thing, and it looks just like a VHS or boom box. What are they called? I really don't know what they're called, but it looks just like with C4 strapped onto it, and it's just the zombies are going to dance around. It's going to be exactly like the monkey bomb, I assume, and it's just going to blow them up, so it looks pretty cool. But then we get our introduction to our first two characters, and we'll do some other ones, then we'll get to our next two. So we see Andre, and From so far, this guy looks like the coolest one out of all of them so far. Just saying that because we haven't actually played the game, but he looks better than the other ones. I'll just say that so far. But then we see Point Dexter. Okay, let's just stop talking about him. But then we get a better view of our magic wheel, the new mystery box, just like I said. But we actually see maybe a Famous. People are saying it's a remastered Famous, but I don't believe it is, so we'll not really stay on that. But we see our wonder weapon of this map, so we'll see more gameplay of this better later, so we'll come back to it later. But we see our other character, Sally, and she's another one I'm not a real big fan of. And then we have AJ, and I don't know, just looks like some jockey guy, if that's what they're called. I really don't know, but either way, but he does talk about clowns, and we do see some clowns, and these things look actually pretty disturbing. This is probably the scariest thing in the whole trailer. They're pretty disturbing looking, but I'm not too sure. Go ahead and tell me what you guys think about those zombies. But we see another portal thing, and this thing is the reason why I believe that there's going to be multiple places. Then there's going to be a portable system, like a teleporting system from, I don't know what of the maps that you can think of, that you have a teleporting system. And it actually at the top it says future travel, I believe. I could be mistaken. I don't really have a good view of it. I'm looking at a small image right now, so bear with me. But either way, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a teleporting system. I'm not too sure what it would mean by future travel, unless I'm seeing it wrong, like I said. But after this, we see the axe and brass knuckles both being used by different characters, and they probably work exactly how you would imagine them. But I'm not too sure. Are we going to get these brass knuckles and axes actually inside multiplayer? Because I know a lot of people don't like those. And I know it. Well, I can't imagine if they wouldn't do without the supply drop system and you just get them all for free. That'd be really nice. But wait, we're not talking about multiplayer. But hopefully there's no supply drop system. That really makes me not want to play multiplayer. But either way, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this breakdown. But then we see something super interesting. I'm not too sure what this is. So if you guys can see on screen, of course you guys will be able to see on screen that this person actually uses this green glow force push thing. I'm not too sure, but maybe they're going to bring some specialist ability type things back. I have no idea. I'm drawing blanks here, but I can't imagine that being a weapon, maybe some upgrade or something like that. But it looks pretty powerful. But also we can actually see a power up there, and it's a $sign power up. I'm assuming maybe this could be like fire sale or something like that. Hopefully that's what I'd like to see, some fire sale actually being inside this. We get our first look at our boss zombie, and yes, we do know he's a zombie from later on in the trailer. And we get our disco floor laser trap thing, which looks okay, I guess. We get an alligator trap, and we get another magic wheel spawn. I believe magic wheel, that's what it's called. Yeah, but we get another spawn for it, so that's pretty cool. I'm not too sure if this is going to have a single spawn like the mystery box, because I'm not too sure how you get footage of every single one of these, but I'm not sure because they're all on. Maybe they're all going to be on. That'd be cool. That would be different from Treyarch Zombies and Exo. I can't remember Exo that well, but either way, we're going to have another one here. But over it, you can see Rover Rampage, and I'll go back to that image I showed you from Mr. Dalek. And as you guys can see, Rover Rampage is actually a place on the map, and it's number 5, I believe. Forgive me, I'm not looking at it right now. Actually, let me look at it. And Rover Rampage is not 5, it's 6. And I'll zoom up for it on the map right now, as you guys can see where it is located on this actual map. So it's about right there. Nah, this map actually doesn't look too detailed, so maybe it doesn't give away that much. Obviously it'll just give out a general layout, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be giving out exactly too much. Now we actually see our wonder weapon being used, and it looks like I don't want to say the ice, but it looks more like the 5 wonder weapon. I can't remember his name. I know it has a really cool name too. I totally forgot, so please bear with me. I did forget that name for the time, but I normally know what the 5's wonder weapon is. But it looks like it has the same effect as that one, but this one looks super large. I forgot to mention this when we first saw it, but it looks humongous. What the heck? Either way, we get another overlook of the map, but this time it's a little different. It looks like it's raining rockets on the map, and maybe that's something you can do. That'd be a really powerful trap if it's one, but I have no idea. Again, we don't know that much about this mode. So next we see this other maybe trap thing. I could not, but it looks like they're being sucked up into something. Again, could be a trap. Either way, we actually see something really cool, and I thought this was really cool when I first saw it, obviously, because I would say it was cool. But either way, it looks like the ray gun or some new form of the ray gun, and as you guys will see, she's holding it, and Sally's holding it, that's her name, and she's we can't actually see it shooting or anything, but we can see the kind of the idea. It looks like a ray gun. It just looks like a ray gun to me, but I'm not I don't know, maybe it's their version of it, or maybe it's not at all. Then we see our boss zombie actually take off its helmet, and this is why I said earlier, we know he's actually a zombie, our boss zombie, and he's going to take off his helmet, and he looks just like a normal zombie like the other ones, except very large. Hopefully they explain why he's very large, because I know Treyarch normally does explain why they look this way and everything, but hopefully they will too. Maybe they'll just explain it as it's a movie, so that's why. But of course this is in a movie universe from what we know. But at the end they gave us a little teaser, and this is kind of weird. This kind of fits the mood, but it looks like David Hasselhoff is a literal announcer. So he's literally the announcer. He's going to be in some area just announcing everything. It seems pretty weird. They were actually having an announcer, an actual announcer, not just someone we call an announcer who's just somewhere far off in the ether or something like Treyarch Zombies, but he's literally in the map watching what we're doing and announcing everything we're doing. I find that quite hilarious, and if you guys don't know who David Hasselhoff is, I believe he's a more famous actor from the past. Again, I don't watch movies that much, so I do apologize. I really just know him from a SpongeBob movie, but either way, I just find it so hilarious that he's the actual announcer. They're actually going to have some guy announce everything. But that's about it for this breakdown. If you guys did find something new inside this trailer, go ahead and thumbs up. And if you guys want to stay tuned for more stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe. Also, tell me what you guys think about this down in the comments. You guys liking this new feel or not really liking it? You like the more serious ones? I'm personally a super huge fan of deep storyline. I absolutely love that. But maybe they could still have a deep storyline. It could be goofy, but still with a deep storyline. They never said that can't happen. But again, tell me what you guys think down in the comments. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.